This video will show you how to weave with paper. You'll need paper strips, large white paper, some tape, and some glue. The first thing you'll do is look through the strips and select about 12 strips that you like. Now you need to line up those strips so that they're very even. Just let the edges touch all along the length. You want them to start and end in the same place. Now take a big piece of tape and just tape them down to the paper at the top. Press firmly so they don't come loose. These are called warp threads. Warp threads run up and down towards your belly, and then the ones that go across are called weft. You can remember that because you're going weft to right. So I will pick up a strip or a weft, and I will begin to lift up the lengthwise or the warp strips, and I'm going to go under every other one. And I get an AB, AB, AB pattern, and I'm going to squish it up to the top. Looks like I got hooked on something, but once I get it up near the tape, I'm ready to start another weft. I will pick a new color, and now I need to think about doing the opposite of what I just did. So if I don't see anything, I'm going to leave it, but if I see my last color, I'll pick it up. Don't see anything, but I see my last color, I'll pick it up. See my last color, pick it up. See the color, pick it up. I see the color, I'm going to pick it up. And I'll push that right up against the other one, and I'm starting to get a checkerboard pattern. Oh, it's looking nice, so I can see every other one is done. Now here's a common mistake. I get busy and I lift up the same ones I just did, and then both of my strips are doing the same thing. Nah. So take that one out and just weave it again. So I'll just weave along. Now I want to go back through towards the end and push everything up. Just kind of scooch it up towards your tape. You may find that you get a little bit of extra room, and you can add another strip at the bottom. Usually means taking my fingernails and just kind of pushing up on it a little bit. Yep, looks like I've got room for one more. So I'll get a strip, I'll sneak it in the bottom. So if I want to add some details, I can take a strip and actually can cut it down a little bit and find a color that's maybe an opposite or a contrast, and look, I can just slip it right in. I'm just kind of pushing it under the ones it was already under, and it adds a little texture. I don't have to use straight lines if I want to. I can use curly or wavy lines. My black is going to be a nice contrast, so I'm just coming up with a wave. And there it is. I think I'll put it right there where I started. So it'll go under just like that. Now, this is the most important part. You can't just pick it up and walk away with it. You got to glue. So I pick up a tab and I hold it down. I pick up the next tab. There's my little detail. And then I'll pick up the whole tab and I'll poke underneath. So I'm looking, oh, that's the next one that I can lift up. A little bit of glue. So I'm just going through and finding everything that I can lift up from the front and putting a little glue underneath to keep it down. Because this is construction paper, you're going to want to make sure you use a fair amount of glue. So I will continue to lift and glue all the way around the bottom. I'm doing all the gluing in real time instead of speeding it up because I want you to understand that it takes a little bit of time to do this part, but it's so important. If you don't do it, your mat is not going to be very strong. Now we've done the front side. I want to show you that you can pick up the mat, just kind of open it up, and it's still attached to the paper. I'm going to do the same thing in the back, and this time I did speed it up. So I'm ready to remove my weaving from the white paper, and I'm ready to pull the tape off. If I used a blue painter's tape, I can peel that off pretty easily. I was just showing you that some students like to just use tape all the way around the edge. You still have to glue even if you're going to tape up the edge. And any place that was under that tape probably needs just a little gluing, and that would be on the front, and it would mean turning it over on the back. Did you notice those little details I put in don't show on the back? They're only on the front. And now your mat is complete. You can either leave the edge like it is, or you can trim the edges down. I'm sure you've done a great job, and this will make a fun decoration to surprise somebody with at home.